Hey everyone, I'm Kelly Wilhite. Are you suffering from bloating, gas, stomach pain, heartburn, bowel problems, or items that are outside your gut like headaches, sleep problems, blood sugar issues, hormone imbalances, skin problems like eczema and psoriasis, unexplained pain and fatigue, or other chronic problems? In this video, I want to share with you about what's going on in there and why. That's a key question to ask yourself and get the answer to. So what's going on in there, meaning your body, and why is it happening? This is what we ask when we're talking about root cause resolution. In simple terms, it means that if you're noticing symptoms, something is not functioning correctly in your body, and there's something that's not healthy, and you want to determine the reason why so you can address it. So in this video, you're going to learn about what we mean by root cause resolution and how that relates to what we call the perfect storm, and the factors that can contribute to the chronic symptoms you're suffering. Now, it's a brilliant expression, root cause resolution. It allows us to think about what might be happening upstream that's causing downstream signs, symptoms, and even diagnosis. If we stop to think about those two terms, they're often used in functional medicine, roots and upstream, we can start to wrap our minds around the reality. The reality is that all of the suffering and various chronic symptoms didn't just pop up out of nowhere. You may be experiencing these symptoms in your gut, outside your gut, but they're manifestations that are noticeable to you now, but they've been brewing for quite a while in your body, sometimes even decades. And these type of things happen well before clinical diagnosis. So what happens when the perfect storm hits? There's a combination of circumstances, health state, experiences, accumulation of things that have occurred and or were perpetuated. The perfect storm hits, our bodies finally give up, and symptoms become noticeable and continue to get worse. So all that time things are brewing, things are contributing, and then boom, the perfect storm occurs and you start noticing problems. Now, there's quite a list of factors that contribute to our well-being, and I'm going to list those. Now, of course, within all of these factors, there's a lot of details, but if you take a look at these factors, there is a lot of things within our life that can actually impact our health. Our living environment, is it safe? Does it provide for our necessities? Is it clean or cluttered, unkept or dirty? Our community and social life, what kind of people do you engage with, and do you allow, and those that you allow in your circle, and what kind of influences do they have upon you? Our genetics. Now, I want to say something key about our genetics. It really is only at about a 10% impact. So the majority of our health is related to our lifestyle and the choices that we make. A lot of people don't want to necessarily get that because they want to blame other things, but honestly, it's the choices we make and the lifestyle that we have that is the majority of what we can do for our health. Our education, occupation, lifestyle factors such as sleep and activity, of course, our diet and nutrition, negativities in our life or negative mindset, negative emotions, traumatic experiences, and the list goes on and on. So when you put all these influences and contributors together in all of these areas that impact our health, you can then have the perfect storm. The result is then aches and pains and dysfunction and imbalance and an endless number of symptoms and disease. So when it comes to addressing root causes, your body needs to be looked at as a whole, not one area or one organ or process in a silo. There's so much interconnection in our body. This area impacts these areas, this function impacts this function, and so on. We cannot possibly address root cause issues if all the influences to our well-being are not taken into consideration. And they cover physical, emotional, and spiritual. So when a client works with me, my specialty is around overcoming nutrient deficiencies, reducing toxin exposures, addressing and overcome digestive and gut function dysfunction, and dealing with thyroid and adrenal imbalance. However, in all of these areas, we cover and discuss information relating to their health in all of the categories: physical, emotional, and spiritual. It's important to keep in mind this is a process and a journey. You didn't get to where you are now overnight, and though you may have relief from some issues short term, it may take longer to overcome. It takes time to peel the layers of the onion back to get to the depth of what's going on in there. But with diligence and commitment, it is absolutely possible to overcome. I've overcome an enormous number of chronic health problems, and my passion is to help others do the same. If you'd like some help, I offer free, no obligation consultations, and I'll put a link in the post. Until next time, God bless you and have a fantastic day.